Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the Wreck-It Ralph discussion video, and I'm here with a guest who is not Alex, so go and introduce yourself.
Hi guys, I'm CalamityB31 and I will be the guest. Yay!
It's not like I haven't had you on my account before, so it's nothing.
Aw.
It's nothing like 100% new because you were. I do recall you coming into the Sonic the Hedgehog fan film commentary.
Which was fun.
Yeah, it looked absolutely crap.
Shh.
Yeah, seriously, just look at Sonic's fucking mouth. Okay, so we got round to watching the movie, and I've watched it about 5 times now. I'm not sure about you, Calamity.
2 times, sadly.
Okay. I apologise you can hear piano in the background. It's more my sister playing stuff. Okay, so with that said, I'm going to ask a set of questions, and we shall discuss badly over them. And if these questions last over 20 minutes, I shall be surprised. So, yeah, let's start with the first question. Well, first of all, is this released on DVD or Blu-ray in your country, or is it still in cinemas only?
No. It's still in cinemas. Usually it shows in cinemas for 2 months, then it goes to the movie places where you can rent it out, and then after that you get to buy it actually at your local stores.
All right, and you're gonna get it. You're gonna get a physical copy, or you're just going to?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. For the purpose of this video, I will buy it. Yes, I am a law-abiding citizen. Yay.
Okay. Law-abiding. Yeah. It's definitely not out in my country yet, because I do recall it came out in cinemas anyway. It came out in your area first, then in the UK.
Which is totally insane, if you ask me. I don't understand how that works.
I don't know, but it's like asking why Japan gets stuff first. So did you see Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story? They got that game first, and then quite a while later, we finally got it. I still don't have the game.
What? Really?
Yeah. I was just so hyped for the game. I was like, come on, please come out in UK. But then first is America. God
Wow.
damn it. Okay, so when did you hear about Wreck-It Ralph? Like, did you hear it by trailers or just like people discussing it randomly on somewhere on the internet?
No, you see what happened was I was at the cinema watching The Hobbit for my 3rd time actually, and in the attractions they showed Wreck-It Ralph, and I, obviously I already told you the story, but I, said the guys next to me, hey, Jack is gonna like this, so yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. That's something that still makes me laugh today. It's like, who the fuck is Jack? Like,
yeah.
Right.
Sorry, guys.
Right, about that. Just imaginary friend. Nothing too important. But did you actually get to watch the trailers at all? Or did you not really?
No.
No, okay.
No, I just watched the attractions in the movie, and that's it.
It is a trailer, isn't it? Actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Let's see. So when you first saw it, what were you really going to expect of this movie?
Well, when I first heard, Ralph speak, and I could hear that it's John C. Reilly, I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be a funny movie. Because obviously I have a lot of respect for John C. Reilly, and I think I was a bit skeptical at first because I don't really like Disney movies. But this one
Lion King
definitely
was awesome. What are you talking about?
That was then. This is now. Everything CGI. It's the same thing over and over.
Sonic
But
fan.
Wreck-It Ralph really set the standard out there, and I think it's a really brilliant film. Some websites piss me off, like okay, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but IMDb actually gave it an 8.0 out of 10, which is that's stupid. Okay, everyone is entitled.
Did you say 8 out of 10?
Yeah, 8 out of 10.
Isn't that a pretty decent score?
No. For a movie like that, that's 95 out of 190. Because it caters for everybody, Like you said, you said that Pac-Man stage, the glitch at the end of level 256, your average child won't understand what the hell that means, but the guys that grew up in the era that actually manage that level and know what the hell's going on, they'll go like, okay. Like you said, well, Disney actually did their research. They didn't just go and say, okay, let's put a a bunch of characters, write a story, and hope it goes well. They actually went, did some background research, and it came out brilliant.
Yeah, but for the sake of this video, we'll try to keep as little spoilers as possible. When I first saw trailers, I was immediately skeptical. Well, I can't speak at all. Never mind about that. But the fact, it's just that, you know, track record, like video game movies, they usually don't go well, if that makes any sense. You know,
Yes.
look at Silent Hill.
Don't even get me started. They completely changed the story with Heather. I was so peed off. But anyway, this is not about Silent Hill.
Yeah, but it's like I was like, okay, but like, you know, I watched reviews of Wreck-It Ralph on the internet, and for the most part they were really good, from like 4 out of 5 stars to completely 5 stars, and I was like, all right, then I really need to check this movie out. I'll probably discuss it later, but I don't. Yeah, I'll discuss what I'm about to say later. Last question, just a really small question. Did you have high or low expectations for this movie?
Well, to be honest, actually, before I went to watch the movie, I did a few, scouting, if you may call it, on certain websites, and particularly, and I agree with IGN, and I quote, it says, Wreck-It Ralph is not only the best animated film of the year, it's the best video game movie ever made, unquote. So, when I saw that, I said, this is a must-see, because, no offense, but even IGN can quote, that all video games to movie suck. So if they say it's a good movie, it's awesome.
There's like this sort of thing, like, trying to convert a movie to a game usually doesn't work, and converting
and vice versa.
Yeah. The only games I know that was based off a movie is Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. That was like the only game I know that actually came out really successful, that is based off a movie or comic or what have you.
Yeah, that's true. But what I appreciated about the story is that, it teaches you to be comfortable in your own skin. It makes you accept who you are, even though your circumstances demand you to be something else. It doesn't mean that you actually have to be that, which I think just had such a deep meaning.
Yeah, certainly. Okay, so those are the first set of questions. Now we've got like 10,000 more. Just kidding, not really. But just without spoiling anything at all, but except for maybe the basic bits, what do you think of the story in general?
Story in general is really good. I just think it's a bit premature at some times, like Ralph throwing a tantrum and those things. I understand that he's a guy that's hot-headed, but I think the way it came off was a bit childish. I don't know if some guys would agree with me, but I think, if you're an old guy for 30 years, you should have developed some maturity in your life, but yeah.
That's a very nice
I guess that's his own thing. It's what makes him Ralph.
Okay, well, in case, and like, the two of you that are probably watching this video, and the two of you that probably haven't heard this film before, basically Wreck-It Ralph's about this video game character called Ralph, and he doesn't want to be a villain anymore. So he's began to game jump so that he can try and become a hero. And on the way, lots of shit happens. So yeah, big adventure coming up. I thought the story was pretty good. Actually, it surprised me. It really surprised me. Actually, I kind of didn't expect it to be this dark. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, I have to agree on that one.
I mean, it's still child-friendly, no doubt, but it was a lot darker than I kind of expected, because this movie isn't really just like a video game showcase. It shows those cameos that there's Paperboy and all that sort of stuff, and but it's not like it's focusing on that in particular. It's actually a really good story that's just a really good story that's going around the entire thing. But what do you think of all those cameos that you saw? Did you fangasm to any of them? At all?
Well, like I said in our previous discussions, I didn't really play that much of the old genre games, but some games like Sonic and those things, if I saw more of it, I would have been more happy. But Q-Bird, I know, Wreck-It Ralph, I never played, so I didn't play Fix It Felix.
I think Wreck-It Ralph's just an original character.
Yeah, the game itself is Fix It Felix. So, but I never played it. But I like the fact that they made, certain references to things that you do remember, like Centipede, and if you remember what he said, I'm not gonna spoil it, but but I love how they incorporated everything from those century of gaming styles.
Huh. Also, you said you only saw Sonic twice in the entire film.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I saw him on a banner, and I saw him in the end credits. That's it. I don't know where you saw him 5 times.
There's 8 appearances. I've seen all 8.
Good.
If you want to, I can tell you where the locations are besides the 2 obvious ones, which you've pretty much just said.
Yeah.
Okay. First one, let me try and find the damn thing actually. The first time Sonic is shown in the movie is when he says, like, if you die outside your own... Okay, I found it now. If you die outside your own game, then too bad.
Yeah, that was
in
the banner.
Yeah. Actually, now that I think about this movie's got quite a lot of foreshadowing, actually. Let's see. He was also in Tappers as a picture on the wall when Ralph
I saw the black and white drawing.
That means you saw Freedom.
Yeah, but it's a drawing, man. It's a drawing. It's not moving.
It's still Sonic.
Oh yeah, true.
Let's see. When during the party with the Nicelanders, that's what the NPCs are called in Wreck-It Ralph, Nicelanders. During the party, when that one person says Ralph is here, oh crap, and everyone goes crazy. You see Sonic in the background turning around, surprised with the others. Let's see.
What? Really?
Yeah. I noticed it just a few hours ago when I was rewatching the movie. I was like, hold on a second, did I just see Sonic? So I went back for a moment. I was like, that's Sonic. What the hell?
I see that.
another one. You know when Ralph is going into Sugar Rush?
Yeah.
Sonic loses his rings just before he enters it. I don't blame you for not noticing it because he was quite low down the screen.
Oh, you mean when he came rushing in with? Yeah, okay, never mind. I'm not gonna spoil it, but I get it.
Okay. Let me think. It's when
I need to write this down.
When Sergeant Calhoun is when tells Felix about she tells Felix about the cyborgs, and you see Sonic talking to a turtle. I can't exactly remember his name on top of my head.
Stanley, isn't it Stanley?
I don't know.
Okay,
let's
never
see.
mind. Let's call him Stanley the Turtle. Yay!
Why can't we just call him Bowser, the mini turtle?
All right, Bowser.
Let's see. He was in the crowd of the wedding day of Felix's wedding day, quite near the end of the movie. He was. Let me see. There was a Sonic the Fighters arcade machine in the arcade, and it did show Sonic on the side, but I couldn't catch it out, but it was there, so huzzah.
It was there.
And the last one, like you said, is the credit sequence.
Which was the best, actually.
Yeah, seriously.
What he's doing.
That was one of the moments I've completely fangasmed, but we'll get to that later. But so yeah, did you let me try and rephrase the question. Did you have any sort of like really memorable moments throughout the film?
Really memorable moments. Every time I saw Vanellope, it's like, oh, she's adorable.
Diabetes.
Diabetes.
Yeah,
No,
we
but
already get it from Ziponis.
Yeah, but seriously, I don't know why guys say Vanellope, irritates them or something. I just love her.
Well, we're going to get to the characters quite soon, pretty much the next thing we're talking about. But we're going to go in order. So we'll start with Wreck-It Ralph. Just like your general opinions on him, like, or the characters themselves, like, yeah, just Wreck-It Ralph. What do you think of him as a character and how he's developed through the film? And relationship with other characters. By that I mean Fix-It Felix, Sergeant Calhoun, and Vanellope.
Well, I think there's good character progression, but you can't blame the guy because he's never really had any emotional contact with other guys without feeling bad. So he's always the bad guy, and now all of a sudden, he's there helping this little kid, trying to do good.
Yeah.
Despite his own thing.
Yeah. So he's kind of learned that he should place others in front of him before going for yourself. Like, don't be selfish, basically. Because that's what Wreck-It Ralph was trying to, like, I want to be a good guy. I want to be a good guy. I don't want to be a bad guy anymore. And so because he has to leave his game, so much crap was happening.
Yeah.
Okay, Fix-It Felix. So, what do you think of him?
God, that guy irritates me. I'm
sorry.
I'm not a racist or anything, but
what's that got to do with racism?
It's like he's
Calamity,
too
that's not
good.
racism at all. If you were teasing me for being
No.
for my ethnicity, that would be racism.
No, but the thing is, Fix-It Felix is like, is the embodiment of good. He can't swear, he can't do this, he can't do anything that's
You
bad.
can't swear.
So, he never swears, When he said, forgive my boo word, so it wasn't really a profane word, but he actually apologized for it. So it's like, dude, this is not reality, get a life. So
I thought this was a children's show, a movie.
I've got nothing against guys like that, but seriously, that's overdoing it.
Yeah, the amount of Fix-It jokes there are on the internet.
Oh my word.
Seriously. It's unbelievable. I remember seeing one before. I'm not even gonna go through it, actually. No, I'll shut up about that now. Fix-It Felix for me he's a fine character. Though admittedly him, I don't know what it is. It's like something in me just does not entirely a big fan of like him suddenly going for Sergeant Calhoun for some reason. I just don't know what it is. I'm like this is really odd. But
sorry, you were saying?
I was gonna say, missing one of the funniest moments in the film was like, do you remember the Laffy Taffy's moment? Laffy Taffy's, if you want. Laffy Taffy moment? Yeah, that was probably one of the funniest moments in the entire film when get the golden hammer and just he hits his face and all that sort of stuff. But anyway, what were you gonna say?
No, I just wanted to say that I'm really glad they actually chose Jane Lynch for the voice of Sergeant Callan. So that was good.
Even though we're not big fans of Glee, I assume you're not a big fan of Glee. I'm sure she's a pretty good voice actor and an actress.
She's very good.
Yes.
Not very, very like Tara Strong, but she got a good voice, like out there. She's doing it, which is good.
Yeah, I thought I heard a whistle. Never mind. But yeah, it's not. I'm trying to remember how much Fix-It Felix actually gets screen time in this movie.
Too much, if you ask me.
One thing I do like is how Wreck-It Ralph and Fix-It Felix are actually friends outside their own game. If that makes any sense. Wreck-It Ralph's like a villain in his own game, but then outside his own game, he's actually a good guy, or at least acts like a good guy and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
He's not a bad guy by any means. And Fix-It Felix kind of understands that, but the problem is that I'm not. Should I say him along the Nicelanders don't really see that he's like he's a giant part of the game. No pun intended.
Yeah. Nice. But I think, Ralph and Fix-It Felix never really talked about, the whole situation that Ralph finds himself in. Because, when Ralph wanted to be part of the whole party, Fix-It Felix was actually playing it down that he shouldn't be there. So I don't think they had that close a relationship.
You mean maybe? Yeah, I'm sure Fix-It Felix has a better relationship with Sergeant Calhoun. But anyway.
Oh yeah.
Oh, shut up, Clementi. Well, what do you think of Sergeant Calhoun? I think she's awesome, in a sense.
Yeah, I really think he's awesome.
Not just the character, just because I like her personality for some reason.
Yeah, and I was gonna say not just the character design, but the whole personality thing and the background story just emphasizes it being awesome.
Not so, Call of Duty. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask a stupid question. I should probably, do my research more. But is Heroes Duty actually a game?
No, it's not a real game. It's based around Call of Duty, duh. And it has it's also inspired by Halo and probably another game that I probably forgot in my head. That's about it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Well,
I like the concept of it. I think there now is like a online game of it, I believe. If not, then I don't know what I was reading. I know there's like a Bible game with Fix It Felix now.
what? Really?
Yeah, it's on iTunes. Oh fuck that!
Oh,
I'm gonna torrent.
shh, they must not know.
Honestly, her mission, which is to find cyborgs
Cyborgs.
in Sugar Rush. I kind of like her role. Like, she's really focused on the task. She's reminding me of another character, but I can't exactly pick out the name of the character I'm thinking of. But I'm not sure I'm not sure what you think of her side of the story is. Like, I'm not sure. Like, no, let me rephrase. I'm not sure what you think of her side of the story. Did I just ask that? I've kind of forgot now. I'm an
No,
idiot.
yeah. A sad story is very good because it played down in the end, and that was like the punchline for me when they were in the church, and you just see this laser dots go on to that stained glass. That was the best. I think there wasn't a cinema out there that didn't laugh at that part.
Wait,
If there was, I'm sorry, guys. You guys need a humor adjustment.
wait. Remind me what moment. I need to remember now.
When Fix It Felix was marrying her,
Oh yeah, yeah. That
all
was
the laser
hilarious.
dots went to the stained glass.
Yeah, I didn't actually notice that the first time I watched the movie. When I watched it the second time, I noticed all the dots just moving to the center of it. That was hilarious. I do recall in the cinema in the cinema. Some people laughed. I'm still disappointed now. I'm just gonna go back and go off topic for a moment. I'm disappointed that not many people laughed when I was watching the movie. I'm like, come on, do none of the adults in the cinema actually see any of these references? What was your childhood like? I'm not sure.
Well,
I'm not sure what people were like when thought about the movie when you were there. Like if they laughed at many of the jokes or anything like that.
no, but you see, the problem is that most of the adults that actually went there took their kids, and usually the adults that have kids usually did not grow up in a gaming era. They just went outside and played baseball.
Yeah, I was really hoping like, oh come on, I really want to go to the cinema and at least like hear like I don't know, see someone pointing fingers like, oh my god, there's Cuba or something like that, or at least hear some giggles. But there was hardly any giggles, and probably
Yeah.
Alex were the only people in the entire cinema that actually laughed at quite a few things. And I actually do feel like a bit like an idiot because Alex and I, because we've seen the movie a few times, at some points Alex and I were like saying like, I see this now, but I didn't see it before, and they were like, yeah, I just recognize it now. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Were you
But
with anyone when you were watching the movie again, or was it just yourself?
the first time was on my own because that's how I usually want to spend, good movies like The Hobbit. I think if I go alone, I have more focus. I get to feel more emotion. I don't have to be strong or anything. I just let it out. If I want to cry, I want to cry. If I want to be happy, I'm going to be happy. If I want to laugh, I want to laugh. I don't want to bother anybody. No one knows me. So the second time, I know what's going on so I can have some resistance to it.
Yeah, true. Now the last character we're going to talk about, Vanellope von Schweetz, and I know
Yay!
you absolutely love her.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Now here's one thing. I only heard in some reviews, not every single review, that they think Vanellope von Schweetz, I just shorten it to Vanellope at this point, that she's can be really annoying, but you can relate with her. And when I watched the movie, I was like, okay, so how annoying is she? And I was like, she's not that annoying, is she?
No, she wasn't annoying at all.
She sounds like
What I really think, my personal opinion, is the guys that said that didn't watch the movie. They just watched the trailer, and in the attraction, Ralph told her, "Why are you so freakishly annoying?" And then they made their preconception from that. No one shall dismiss Sarah Silverman. I shall castrate them with my finger.
Wow. But
No, but seriously, that's the best voice for the cutest character design.
yeah, maybe. I completely disagree with you. Yeah, I like Vanellope. I just like she's really. Wow, my English completely sucks. I'm losing my words here. My God, she really wants to race, and because she in this movie she's people around her keep thinking she's a glitch, and as a result, she can't race. And that's kind of when we meet the antagonist of the film, which actually surprised me. I was like, "There's an antagonist to this film." I literally thought that to myself the first time I watched the movie. I'm not sure what you thought.
But what I really like about I'm just gonna say Kate because it's easier to say Kate than Sarah Silverman, is that she's actually a comedian. So
Yeah.
if you've watched some of her comedian things and comedy things, there we go.
Comedic.
So I'm sorry, it's late. If you take that essence of comedy and you place it in this little girl, it just the magic and the nostalgia is awesome. It's very good.
Yeah,
I have so much respect for her.
Yeah, you can respect most of the voice actors nowadays. Most of them.
Most of them, yeah.
I just, one thing I really like about these four characters, Wreck-It Ralph, Fix-It Felix, Sergeant Calhoun, and Vanellope, I just like the way, like, they have their own sort of stories, and then it just fits in so well. Just like,
Yeah.
Also, I want to point out something I just suddenly thought of before we go on to the last character I want to talk about before we move on. Wreck-It Ralph, Fix-It Felix compared to the other 8-bit characters. I like the way that Wreck-It Ralph is like the only character out of the 8-bit characters of Wreck-It Ralph the game. No, not Wreck-It Ralph. No, that's not the game. Fix-It Felix Jr. I like the fact that he's the only character who has fluid animation that doesn't have stiff animation.
I was gonna say that. Oh my god, you took the words out of my mouth. Yeah, if you watch everybody else, they like. They are running on 5 frames per second. They're not doing everything fluid.
Yeah, I think it's really cool to make them like 8-bit sprites. And I was thinking to myself in the cinema, I was like, if anyone's going to complain about that animation, I'm going to be fucking pissed. Because there's no reason to complain about that.
Yeah.
But anyway, what I was going to say is that the way, because Ralph is the only one that actually fully fluently moves without stiff animations, it's a really good way to separate him from the other Nicelanders and Fix-It Felix himself, because he's the one who wants to be a good guy, and the Nicelanders just being Nicelanders. Fix-It Felix only does it occasionally, but pretty much after say not even 1/3 of the way through the film, Fix-It Felix then gets the sort of fluent animation, not stiff.
That's true.
Just something I wanted to point out. I just like the way that Wreck-It Ralph just splits away.
And the other thing that I really respect is, speaking of Ralph and those guys, if you've seen John C. Reilly and you've seen Kate, you'll actually see that their characters look like them.
I probably would understand you thinking Vanellope and I forgot her name already. Just call her Kate.
Sarah Silverman.
Sarah Silverman, Kate. That's it. Sorry. I do get what you mean. They look somewhat similar, but for John and Ralph, I don't think so.
No, I don't. Hair-wise, check the hair.
No, I don't think the hair looks. I don't think the hair looks that similar to me. Oh well.
Never changed it.
Now the last character, which is going to be the antagonist. King Candy, and this part I think we might be able to bring in spoilers, so sorry about that, but let's go over the antagonist stuff. King Candy, what do you think of him as a character?
I think my personal opinion is that King Candy is an exact ripoff of the Mad Hatter in Alice in Wonderland. He's got the same demeanor, he's got the same attitude, the same thinking, everything, all the crazy but cynical way of doing things.
It is one character.
So that's basically my opinion. He's a maniacal parody of the Mad Hatter, and it kind of works.
I don't mind King Candy. If there's one character I can relate him to, it's Lotso Bear from Toy Story 3, in the way that Lotso looks like a normal, like a kind bear, but then it turns out to be an absolute dipshit and an absolute, a really mean person. And then I find it the same with King Candy. in some way. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
When he this is a spoiler bits. The thing that not caught me off guard, but like surprised me is when it turns out, because like there's a flashback of a certain character. Not gonna tell him. Tell the audience about it. But like he turns into that character. I was like, wow, he's actually clever enough to change the code of the game.
Yeah, I don't understand how that came to be, that you can actually change the code of your own game. Because then if Ralph was intelligent enough, he could have changed his own damn game and rewritten the whole script.
There's probably like some kind of library in Game Central Station. There must have been a computer in there. Must have researched shit.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Like, how to change a code of a game.
But you know what? It's Disney. Everything goes, so...
fucking pianos. Yes, you're saying?
Oh no, I said, it's Disney, so you can't really go too technical and too deep. If it's there, it's there. Don't question it.
Actually, last thing I want to say in this film, there's actually quite a lot of foreshadowing, I think. When you think about it.
Yeah.
It's like
the setup is good.
There's like one when the main one, Sonic the Hedgehog, saying that if you die outside your own game, then too bad, you're gone forever. Like other ones like the Turbo person thingy majig, I don't know thingy, and I'm quite sure there's more of them in my head, but I just probably bothered to say them out loud because I don't know, because I'm an idiot.
Wasn't it? Every time he goes, it's turbo-tastic or something.
Yeah, that kind of.
I'm not sure.
I'm like, please shut up.
Yeah. Why are you here?
Huh? Actually, now I think about it, how do you think King Candy actually got into Sugar Rush without being noticed? Well, actually, he wasn't King Candy before. How do you think he got into Sugar Rush and got into the code? Like, I'm not gonna spoil it because
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it right now. I'm gonna edit this bit out. Okay. So how did he just pass? How did he just pass like Vanellope? Because she's a princess.
Oh.
It's like she would be. I don't know. I'm lost for words.
No, it's Disney. Don't think about it.
You see Sora and see Kingdom Hearts. That story's a fucking mess.
Yeah,
Yes.
true. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna argue.
Okay. End the cut now. Okay, so now we're pretty much finished with the characters. That's all I've really done for the set of characters, because those are the main characters, the protagonists and antagonists. Okay, so now for the third set of questions. What did you think of the sprite work whenever the sprites were actually apparent in the film? What do you think of the sprite work?
Let me think.
And include the credit sequence if you want to.
Oh, the credit sequence good. In the movie, not so good.
You think? Really?
It just feels too realistic,
What do you mean?
How do I say this?
You'd have a reason.
Yeah. It doesn't feel like it should feel. Like, if you watch the end credits, there it's pixelated, everything is nice and what. And in the movie, it's...
Oh, crap.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it doesn't really tell me anything, dude.
I'm sorry. It just doesn't feel right, alright? Kill me now.
Who are you trying to be? What have you done, Calamity?
I don't know.
But, I didn't really think much when I saw the sprites from the trailers, but, I saw them, like, that's pretty good artwork right there, so I wasn't really complaining or anything like that. It looks pretty good to me. I like the look of the building, I like the look of Ralph, I like the look of Felix, I like the look of the Nicelanders and all that sort of stuff. And honestly, when I saw like 8-bits variations of other characters, like say like when we saw the bad guy crew exiting the Pac-Man maze, if you remember that moment.
Yeah.
I do like the way the developers actually went out of their way to actually sprite the villains in a Pac-Man style. I fangasmed at that.
True. That's
Yeah.
very good.
I still, it was just so cool. I was like, wow, this is awesome. But there's also like, when you said the sprites you think during the film weren't so, weren't as good, do you mean that in terms of just Wreck-It Ralph, or do you mean in general?
Now, I think I misunderstood you. So,
I meant
let's just move on from that.
I meant Fix It Felix Jr.
Yeah.
Well, if you made me confused, then explain then, please.
No, I'm fine. Move on next.
God damn it! What kind of discussion video is this? We're actually doing better than that, actually. What do you think of the animation in general, including
Animation-
both stiff and the smooth animations? I know you kind of tackled this already, but
Well, if you actually did research and saw how these movies are made, and you see how they pulled it off in Wreck-It Ralph, you go like, you know what? The guys that actually sit there countless of hours, sweating and bleeding, I think it's a very good job. And if personally for me, if you look at something like the Mona Lisa, fine, that's a painting, you can do it in 3 days, but when it comes to movies like Wreck-It Ralph and those things that really take devotion and months of planning, and it started at the pipeline with the concept designing, and it went all the way straight to the 3D guys and everything. The whole pipeline thing is so amazing. And the way the final product actually comes to the consumer is like, this is, you don't even pay that much to get this good product, so I think it's a very good movie.
Yeah, okay. I was already a fan of the stiff animation style because I like 8-bit sort of animations. I don't know what it was, but I don't think it should have been an entire movie of 8 stiff animations, because that would be a bit stupid. Actually, I like the way it was only it wasn't every single classic game, I believe, that old school game that had stiff animations, was it? Or probably it was, actually, now I think about it. Fuck. Like games like Heroes Duty and Sugar Rush, they had completely smooth animations, which is what I kind of expect, really. So I won't really go on about that. But otherwise, I think the animation style was pretty good in general.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay. Now here's a question that I kind of already asked you before. Yeah. What do you think of the soundtrack?
Oh god.
I'm sure you listened to at least 4 of them during the credit sequence, dude.
Yeah, I listened to it. It was very good. I actually downloaded it, so.
Which ones?
Okay, I'm lying. Alex sent me the download link, and then I downloaded it. So.
I bought like 4 tracks. The tracks I bought was When Can I See You Again by Owl City, Wreck-It Ralph by it says various artists. Buckner
that was the dubstep one, right?
No, Bug Hunt was the dubstep one by Skrillex.
Oh.
And then I got another one, which is a shorter track called Wreck-It Ralph. That's what it's called, Wreck-It Ralph, by Henry Jackman. Henry Jackman's the main composer of these music tracks, and yeah.
Wow, did not know that.
Well, it's not, it's quite funny, really, because I don't really pay attention to music and movies. When it comes to movies, I usually pay attention to story. I never really pay attention to music at all, and like this is like the only film I actually pay attention to the music side of it, some of the music side of it, because I even made a remix of When Can I See You Again.
Wow, I need to hear that then. That's very good.
Well, I was going to ask before. I didn't entirely get your opinion on the remix.
I'm sorry. I was busy searching for a job. Anyway, that's beside the question. But even when I went to see the movie the first time, I didn't really hear any music that, I didn't pay attention at all. And the second time, I actually went out of my way to pay attention because I know the story already.
Yeah.
So it helps to see movies.
Or they could try and open your eyes and look for more Sonics.
Anything that's blue and spiky, confirm. And I failed because apart from the sketch, that was black and white. But yeah.
We obviously saw it because you even said I saw a black and white drawing of him, so you did see him.
I did see him though.
Now here's a question that I asked you before, but at the time you said you didn't really pay attention to the soundtrack. One of the tracks is called Sugar Rush, which by the way is a really good track.
Sugar Rush. I remember the first time they show Sugar Rush, that song plays, right?
Yes.
Sugar Rush.
It's also in the credits sequence as well.
Don't let me sing.
But here's my question, because apparently Sugar Rush, from what I've heard, or it might be something else. It's Sugar Rush is based in Japan or something as such. It's a Japanese sort of arcade game. That's what I heard anyway. And so the theme of Sugar Rush is in Japanese, which by the way is very good attention to detail. My question is, did you get any of the lyrics?
No.
Okay.
To be honest, no, I did not.
It's just a good song.
It's still a good song, but I didn't get the lyrics at all. I'm stupid.
Oh. Because for those of you who don't know, Calamity does know quite a bit of Japanese.
And no, I'm not going to explain.
Those of you who think I can speak quite a lot of Cantonese, aka Chinese, then you're out of your fucking mind.
Yeah.
So how many tracks did Alex send you then?
It was the dubstep one and the first one you mentioned.
When Can I See You Again?
Yeah, that one.
Okay. And by the way, Skrillex actually does get Skrillex actually gets literally gets an appearance in the film.
You have got to be kidding me.
I am not kidding. I was like that's Skrillex. I didn't know at first until I researched it. I was like, oh my god, they actually made a 3D model of Skrillex and Jack T. Hubbard's playing a new game. It's like during the party, quite close to the beginning of the party, we see like it's when he's doing the DJ sort of stuff. That's pretty much it. He gets a split second. Well, it's not really a split second. It's not very long though. That's basically what I mean to say. So I don't. So yeah.
But something I don't understand is even before the movie even showed, right, there was merchandise, and I kid you not, there was Sugar Rush merchandise with Vanellope in a box in a kiddie store, and I went like, what is this? I couldn't comprehend, okay, first of all, the movie hasn't even been released yet, and they selling merchandise.
I'm gonna stop you there for a moment. Explain this then. Why do they release video game how do I say it? Video games that are based off movies. Why do they release them first before the movie actually comes out then?
No, but I'm talking about merchandise, toys. You know the things you buy and gave to your little sister to chew on? Those things.
I don't have a little sister.
Oh, damn it. Oh, she's playing piano right now.
Yeah.
Never mind.
18 years old.
But toys. I'm talking about toys here.
Yeah.
I didn't understand it. Was it a show? Was it a game? Was it something?
Yeah, it's a something. It's a movie. I never really because the only reason I'm disagreeing with you is only because I have the same thing with video games with movies as well. Like I told you before, why do movie-based video games come out first and then the movie itself? So I'm going to disagree with you on that one, but I see what you mean though. I won't blame you on that.
But toys, really toys. It's not like, game versus movie. It's two separate things.
No. I don't know. But anything you want to state about the soundtrack?
Soundtrack was not my type of music, but it was good.
It's not your type of music. You mean dubstep?
Oh, I thought we were still on Sugar Rush.
Well, no, I'm talking about music in general.
No, music was good, very good.
Yeah.
I liked everything about it. And for some reason, if you type in Sugar Rush in Google Images, you just get a gang load of ponies.
Really?
I don't know why.
I'm just gonna check that out now. Actually,
there's ponies everywhere.
I see more ponies.
And then for some reason, a big fat black cow. Never mind that.
Sorry, I got interrupted for a moment. I don't see too many ponies around here. I see Amy Rose though for some reason. But yeah, that's anyway. Back on topic. Well, the next question before we go on to the last part of the entire discussion video, without spoiling too much, what do you think of the credit sequence as a whole?
The credit sequence as a whole was like, I can't believe I didn't watch it the first time I went to the movie.
Well, you had to go to the
reasons.
toilet. You had to go to the toilet, so don't blame
okay.
you that time.
But that was like, it sums up the whole film. It's like the cherry on a cake. It just makes everything nice.
Yeah. Although, admittedly, I'm not a fan of cherries.
Yeah.
But it's just that because I heard before. I'm not sure you ever heard of someone on YouTube called the fastest thing alive.
Fastest thing
FTA
alive.
basically.
No.
No, okay. Well, basically, he did a discussion video on Wreck-It Ralph. I don't know how, actually, now I think about it. I don't know how he watched Wreck-It Ralph really early, because FTA lives in the UK. I don't know how the hell he watched Wreck-It Ralph so early. Did he move to America for a moment? But anyway, back to the question. I remember him and his friends were talking about, like, there was like a special thing that happened at the end of the credit, after the credit, what am I talking about? At the credit sequence, I was like, okay, I'm going to see what this special thing is. And the first time I watched Wreck-It Ralph was by live stream, and it was also it wasn't by DVD because there was no physical copy at the time. So someone recorded it from the cinema. I don't know how they did that. I don't know how they got away with that. But yeah, so I couldn't see the credit sequence from there. When it ended, it just said press start, which is pretty much when the When Can I See You Again song starts. So when I saw it in the movies, I was like, okay, I'm ready for what's coming. And then like when that entire sequence came up before the list of names came up on the credits, it was basically like, I'm in between my friends, because it was Alex who was to my right, and one of his friends called Hayden who was to my left, and both of them just noticed how much I fangasmed and actually looked like an absolute dipshit to everyone else.
Yeah, well.
Not sure how you reacted to it when you, like, exactly how you reacted to when you first saw it.
I was just happy to see Sonic doing his ring collecting thing and going in circles, so that was fun. That was about the only time I actually had.
Also, I hope no Sonic fans complain, because the fact is, Sonic was running through Chemical Plant Zone, and when he hit Robotnik, the thing he was in was from Sonic 3 in Angel Island Zone. I was like, okay, well, never mind. I'm not going to complain. I mean, it's not like this game's based around Sonic the Hedgehog, but anyway.
Yeah, well, it would have been 20% cooler if it was, but never mind.
I don't know what you're talking about, Calamity. What is the 20% cooler bullshit?
Come on, Disney, make a Sonic movie. What's wrong with you?
If they do make a Sonic movie, they fuck if I know how much they're gonna have to pay Sega.
Oh yeah, the copyright is gonna be a bitch.
Oh yeah. Oh, why did I think that in the first place? Calamity, you shall now die. You said you stayed until the end when the glitch happened, the on purpose glitch, and then the film ended. The time I ended it was when the video game references stopped happening, and it was just like the names coming up. When I left the movie, I thought to myself, what if there was more references coming? So I was like, oh, never mind. I'm sure now there's a because by the time I got home, I was like, okay, I was like, there's a brony by the name of Sassy Jessie. Well, that's her username anyway. Had finally got a physical copy of Wreck-It Ralph. I was like, okay, then with that, I didn't actually watch it on live stream from her live stream again. I just watched it on another website, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna stay until the end of the credits, and then I saw it, and then the entire thing glitched. I was like, that's a good reference right there.
That's a good reference.
And I was like, I was gonna ask you, because you lived through the 90s, like, like, did you get the reference? You're like, no, I didn't. And I sent you that picture of that glitch from Pac-Man. You're like, holy shit.
No, but seriously, everybody in their right mind, if you manage to play to level 256, I have so much respect for you.
You are an absolutely sad person.
You are a sad person.
You know, for all we know, he could have just used paint and just like got the original Pac-Man layout and just pasted a load of random digits together.
True.
It's like, this is definitely the glitch. It's like, now you know, and then someone later on goes, that's not the glitch at all, you fucking liar.
You liar.
Anyway, I kind of, ow. Anyway, I was gonna bring up one more thing in this credit sequence. One of my friends called Skirmish360, who's also responsible for making a Sonic the Hedgehog fan game based on Sonic Generations, which is really good, by the way. I told him about, I think this in the credit sequence of Wreck-It Ralph, because he lives in Argentina, I believe. I don't think he's seen the movie yet because he's gonna watch it illegally online. I told him in the credit sequence there's probably a game he's gonna like that is referenced in the credit sequence, and he was like, Doom. I was like, yeah. I'm not sure if you got that reference, Calamity, the Doom reference in the credit sequence.
Which one?
The Doom reference in the credit sequence. If you
Doom. No, apparently not.
Okay, I'll send it to you.
Oh, I understand. Is that where the guy is first person shooting the cybots, but it's in the Doom style.
Yeah.
You know, the first Doom game. Yeah, that I got.
Okay.
Sorry.
So you again. I was gonna say I'll send the credits sequence to you later because it is on YouTube.
Okay.
Best credit sequence ever. I actually do think that though. I'm not sure about you, but I've never seen a credit sequence as cool as this.
No. And you won't believe me, but the guys at the cinema that actually come to clean everything, they wanted to chase me out because I was still sitting there watching the credits. Say, is there something else coming? Is there something else coming? No. All right, fine, it's done. Let me go.
Wow.
Yeah, they were actually chasing me away, bastards. Just because I'm white.
It's like, please, I just want to see the end of the credits, just in case anything else comes up. But you know, but like by the time you, oh no, never mind, fuck it, never mind. My English is not working with me.
There was a time when, you know, they made Heroes Duty look all pixelated, and then I thought, you know, maybe Heroes Duty was a real game.
It wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't. I thought I was too lame, but apparently not.
Well, even then, Heroes Duty would probably be a rip-off, and probably everyone would just stick with Call of Duty anyway. Which I don't like, by the way.
Thank you. Sorry, everybody raging, but I do not like Call of Duty.
Now the last set of questions. Would you recommend this movie? A really stupid question, but, you know, would you recommend the movie? And which target audience as well?
Everybody.
Okay.
Like I said in the start of this whole discussion, it's for guys that doesn't know anything what's going on, it'll work, and for guys that actually, you know, have been there, they've played the games, they know what's going on, they know the reference, it's for them as well.
Yeah, I'm still disappointed. I'm still butthurt that hardly anyone in the cinema actually like points their fingers like, oh my god, fucking Cuba, or anything like that.
Yeah, I can't believe nobody knows Cuba. I mean, jeez.
I never played Cuba, but I definitely know the character because if any, you know, it's like not knowing who Mario is. If you don't know who Mario is, you've been living under a fucking rock.
I actually played Cuba, so
I never played Cuba, but I know how to. I know how to play it. I know the game, and I know how to play it. I just never played it before. You know, I sometimes think to myself that this movie I think should be more for. I think. Let me rephrase this. Gamers, I think, will like this movie more. Because it's a movie that's, you know, based around video games. It's not a video game.
Yeah.
It's not a video game movie. It's more of a video game based movie. A bit like Scott Pilgrim, but not really. Because Scott Pilgrim was rather just a normal film, just had loads of video game references in it.
Yeah, but you see, then your question should have been, you know, who would appreciate it more.
Well, I did say. Who would you recommend this movie and which target audience? I did say that, unless of course because we might.
Yeah, but it's for everybody. You know, if a child watches it, he'll understand what's going on. He just won't understand, you know, the background behind everything.
Yeah, I guess. You know, it was you know when I discovered the Pac-Man glitch we were talking about before. Like it was only because it was back when I was a fan of Pac-Man, which I'm not really a fan of Pac-Man anymore, but I can still say it's a really good game. But you know, it's like I looked at Wikipedia, I was like, wow, that glitch looks insane. But I was like, there's no way in how I can get that far in the game. I don't know how
No.
far I got.
I'll die at level 6 though. I'm lame with Pac-Man.
I don't know. It was a while. It was quite a long time ago. But I probably got to like level 10 in Pac-Man and just died there. It just gets too hard. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, so everybody complaining about Super Meat Boys, that's shit compared to Pac-Man.
Yeah, it's like, you know, if someone's going to, you know, going to Super Meat Boy for a moment actually, if anyone's going to complain, if you're going to dislike a game because it's too fucking hard, you are douche.
Yeah, definitely.
Because, you know, if a game's based around difficultness, then it's going to be hard. You see Beyblade Pixels? That's a hard game. And actually, I haven't raged yet.
Yeah, I'm still on level 4.
I'm actually on the last stretch of the game. It's just so fucking hard. I just can't complete it. I'm like, okay, never mind. Sonic and Sega All Stars Racing, thank you.
Wow. Solves everything.
Well, actually, I can't say it solves everything. I actually raged more on Sonic and All Stars Racing Transformed actually more than Beyblade Pixels, ironically. It's just that some of the missions in that game is so fucking hard, but that's not really part of this entire film.
Wow.
It's like
Okay.
it doesn't help that the game sometimes lags.
Yeah, I think when it comes to Sonic, lag is the last thing you want.
Well, it's not, you know, a racing game isn't this fast. You're not going at 80 miles per hour.
Oh, then it's fine.
It's just a basic racing game. It's like Mario Kart, but with Sega characters. Mario grew spikes. He became blue. Also, okay, last. There's 2 more questions I want to ask. I hear that who's the person that wrote the movie again? I need to remember. I'm going to look at Rich Moore. I don't know how to pronounce his surname. It's Moore. Moore. Rich Moore, whatever.
Yeah.
I heard that he's going to make a sequel to Wreck-It Ralph called Wreck-It Ralph 2 or something. I don't know. He's not really much into it yet, of course.
Oh,
And
God.
here's my question. What do you think's going to happen?
Personally, when it comes to a film like Wreck-It Ralph, you do it one time, it was good. Don't expand on it. You know, we have that memorable feeling now. It's like, don't go and piss on it by making a follow-up. You know?
Apparently, from what I've read on Wikipedia, they say that this movie will probably be more focused on online gameplay and actual console games. And the thing is that with Disney is that their track records on making sequels to movies isn't very good.
No. Check The Lion King. I never watched The Lion King 2 and haven't even watched The Lion King 3. Why? Because they suck ass. Why? Because number 1 was a great success. You make a big success of the first one, you struggle your ass off to follow up on that same standard, you know?
I mean, granted, we there's quite a lot of movies that, you know, the second movie and the other ones are going to be, you know, crappier. But
Yeah.
you know, it's like the thing is that if they acknowledge this, which they probably don't still, then they might as well not make a sequel and just leave it at that. The only movies that I know that have had quite good sequels is Toy Story, and I love that film. I love those films so much. But that's not Disney, that's Pixar though, that's the thing. Or was it Disney?
Oh.
I'm not entirely sure.
I have to Google that. I'm not sure either.
I know it's Pixar, but I'm not sure if it's Disney Pixar. I'm not sure there's a difference actually, because I'm always confused by that actually. And I'm just gonna have like 10,000 people just tell me you're doing it wrong.
You're doing it wrong.
Disney and Pixar are the same thing. Fusion, ha. And by the way, are you looking up stuff? By the way.
No.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because I remember one time you were saying to Alex, I wasn't there at the time. Like when you were saying during the Street Fighter thing in the beginning of the movie when
Shoryuken.
yeah, the Shuriken. Alex said he didn't get it, but I did because the thing is that when Alex saw it, he missed out the intro of it.
Aww.
So, but he saw it in a movie, so that was fine.
Oh.
In cinema, rather. But yeah, actually, no. Back to the whole sequel thing. That was actually something I was thinking of quite recently, actually. You know, Kingdom Hearts is based around many different worlds.
No, I did not know that.
Kingdom Hearts, Disney. Never mind. I was thinking to myself, you know, Wreck-It Ralph could make like a good Kingdom Hearts sort of reference. Like, you know, there's different video games in Wreck-It Ralph, and you know, I can just imagine like the story is like there's a virus in Game Central Station, and Ralph has to go to the video games to what would you call it when characters enter a video game? The blue thing, you know, the thing that stops Vanellope exiting her game at the time. What would you call it? Gateway. Just call it a gateway.
Yeah.
Like Ralph and Co had to seal up the gateways in each video game so that they can stop getting attacked by viruses, and the viruses are the equivalent of Heartless.
Yeah, but you see, then it loses that magic. You're just sending Ralph on a quest to do something, and it's the same thing that happened with all the other follow-ups.
Yay!
They're just sending them on quests to
Yay!
do shit.
Yeah.
Doesn't have like a character building. Doesn't have like storyline. Nothing.
Yeah.
Not that I'm saying Disney can't do anything.
Yeah, seriously, don't count me on making a story because I'm not very good. I'm making my own story. I'm making my own fan fiction actually. I don't know how shit it's gonna be, but it's actually quite slow progress because I don't know actually. I'm just an idiot. But yeah, so Calamity and I, we're kind of scared about the sequel.
Yeah, I do not want to sequel on Wreck-It Ralph ever. It'll just piss on the whole magic of it.
If Wreck-It Ralph, you know, Wreck-It Ralph will get. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I was going to say that that's just an internet connection for a moment there. I could hear you properly. What was I saying? Never mind. Fuck me. Okay. Last question out of the entire thing. Rate the movie out of 5 stars.
Why always 5? Jesus, can't we make it out of 10 or 100?
Because I associate 10 more with video games than 5 stars with movies.
No,
if you want to buy 10, then by all means go ahead. I can guess the score already.
No, I want to rate it out of 100. Give me 100.
Okay, percentage. Go ahead.
Okay, because I want to give a precise score. If you give a score out of 5, there's too much gaps in it.
You say over 9,000, I'll kill you.
Eh?
You say over 9,000, I'll kill you.
Alright, I won't say that. Okay, out of 100. Are you ready for this?
No.
92 out of 100.
I was hoping you'd say 99.9.
No, I'm very reasonable.
Yeah, that's a really good score. I just rated 5 out of 5 stars immediately.
You're biased, just because it's got pixels in it.
No, it's not even that. I just love the story. I love everything about this movie. I love the cameos. I love the story. I love the animation style. I love the 8-bit animation style, or whatever you want to call it. Love the characters. Love the antagonist. Love how every character story fits into one, and there's no questions which shouldn't be there in the first place. You know, it's not like this this movie has time travel in it.
Yeah. Well, I would personally say this movie would give The Hobbit a run for its money. So.
Well, what do you now I think about it? What do you think is better, Hobbit or Ralph?
Okay, now I'm gonna prepare myself for this. God, this is blasphemy.
And you just make a picture called basically the main character Hobbit versus Ralph himself.
Yeah. But this is gonna be blasphemous to some guys, and for me even, I won't really say this under any other circumstance. But for me, Wreck-It Ralph was better than The Hobbit. I'm sorry, that's how it is. Not that I'm talking down to The Hobbit in any way.
Never seen The Hobbit before, but the thing is that I'm not entirely big on movies really. If there's a film that really piques my interest that I see on the internet, I will watch it at one point in time. Just that I'm not too big on films, so you can kill me, Calamity.
Yay. That's fine.
I got my gun ready. I'm gonna take you to Hero's Duty.
Oh God.
I think you should better. Oh, never mind. I forgot the line already. I'm an idiot. So, yeah, that's all the questions I have on on me. So thank you again, Calamity, for joining me in this discussion video.
Yay! Always glad to help out.
I'm actually surprised. We actually did better in this video. We actually did better than I thought. We actually surpassed 20 minutes. Yes.
Yay! And to think that I'm doing this freaking 11:30. Yay! I'm so glad.
Now I found the quote I was trying to read. I completely forgot. I guess you've really got to watch your step in a game called Hero's Duty. Or his Duty. How dare you insult Hero's Duty? Anyway.
That was true.
Yeah. So with that said, I'm GamefreakDX and the guest Calamity.
Yay!
Yays all around, and we shall discuss more ponies later.
Finally, God, I need to do a discussion on ponies. Yeah. I know so much about them. I'm joking. Yeah. I'm joking.
I mean, have you seen those?
There is an idea. Next discussion is about Twilacorn.